Hunting season
We must
begins.
move on. You have my bow. Salure Denuri. You have my bow.
For Aradel!
Reinforce!
You have my bow. Salure Denuri.
Incoming!
For Aradel!
We must move on.
Swords ready! Reinforce! Incoming!
For Aradel! Swift and steady. Trust our aim. For the Queen! By the light of the moon!
We must move on.
For Aradel!
You have my bow.
Swords ready! Reinforce! Incoming!
For Aradel!
We must move on. You have my bow. Salure Denuri.
Shoot the thrill, ready to kill, ready to kill.
Swords ready!
Crimson skies.
To the vanguard!
We must move on.
Reinforce!
Onward! For the Queen! For Aradel! By the light of the moon!
We must move on. You have my bow. We must move on. Salure Denuri.
Incoming! Swords ready!
For Aradel!
Reinforce!
You have my bow.
Crimson skies.
Incoming!
We must move on.
For Aradel!
Swords ready!
You have my bow.
For Aradel!
Salure Denuri.
Crimson skies.
For Aradel!
Reinforce!
We must move on. Salure Denuri.
Incoming!
Crimson skies.
Swords ready!
For Aradel!
Reinforce!
You have my bow. Salure Denuri.
For Oradel!
We must move on.
To the vanguard!
Salure Denuri. You have my bow.
Incoming!
Salure Denuri. We must move on. You have my bow.
For Oradel!
You have my bow. Salure Denuri. We must move on.
Onward!
Let's dance. Let's dance.
Swords ready!
Salure Denuri.
Let's dance.
For Oradel!
We must move on.
Reinforce!
Salure Denuri.
Red sun rises.
Incoming!
Let's dance.
Swords ready!
For Oradel!
You have my bow. Salure Denuri.
For Oradel!
Salure Denuri.
For Oradel!
Reinforce!
A red sun rises.
Incoming!
We must move on.
Swords ready!
Rises.
Salure Denuri. We must move on.
For Oradel!
Song of death.
We must move on.
Reinforce!
You have my bow. Salure Denuri.
Incoming! Swords ready!
You have my bow.
For the Queen! To the vanguard!
Honor to serve.
Reinforce!
We must move on. Salure Denuri.
Red sun rises.
Incoming!
Hunting season begins.
Swords ready!
For Oradel!
Reinforce!
We must move on.
For Oradel!
Salure Denuri. You have my bow. Salure Denuri. We must move on.
For Oradel!
You have my bow. We must move on.
For the Queen! To the vanguard!
Let's dance.
You have my bow.
For Oradel!
Incoming!
Hunting season begins. Swift and steady. Hunting season begins. Hunting season begins. Hunting season begins.
Swords ready! Reinforce!
Red sun rises. Red sun rises.
Incoming!
Let's dance.
Trust our aim.
We must move on. Salure Denuri.
Swords ready!
Red sun rises. Red sun rises.
For Oradel!
We must move on. Salure Denuri.
For Oradel!
We must move on.
Swift and steady.
Salure Denuri.
For Oradel!
Reinforce!
Hunting season begins.
Let's dance.
Incoming!
Salure Denuri. We must move on. Salure Denuri. We must move on.
That power? Swords ready!
You have my bow.
For Oradel!
You have my bow. We must move on. You have my bow.
For Oradel!
Reinforce! Slogan!
You have my bow.
Song of death.
Salure Denuri.
Incoming!
Honor to serve.